Hi, hello, how are you? It's Monday. I'm sorry about the lighting in the window. I just realized that I never started this vlog and it's like 10 to 5. So hello, happy Monday. It is the start of the week. I am currently reading City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Taking it back to senior year, I read this for the first time then, got up to the first 3 books. I think Heavenly Fire or City of Angels, whatever the 4th one is, wasn't out when I was in high school, and it didn't come out until like a year later. And I just never continued reading on with the series. But when I read The Dark Artifices, I was left with some questions about Clary and Jace. Simon, I thought he was a vampire. That's like one of the main things that I remember from the TMI series is that Simon gets bit and turned into a vampire. But it didn't seem that that was the case in TDA, so I was like, okay, I need to go back and I need to reread and finish this series before I continue on with any more of the Shadowhunters world. So I'm reading City of Bones. I am only like 30 pages in. I'm listening to the audiobook on Scribd. It's narrated by Mae Whitman, who I love. She's in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. She's in an episode of Friends. She plays Egg, or Anne, in Arrested Development. She is just one of my favorite actresses. I love her so much, so I'm super excited that this is narrated by her. I'm done with work. I'm laying down on the couch and I think I'm gonna do some reading. My boyfriend is going out for a drink after work. It's his typical like Tuesday thing. His coworkers like to have a drink. I've gone a couple times, but it's just not for me. I don't want to listen to them talk about Amazon for 2 or 3 hours. I'm home. I'm probably not gonna make dinner. I had Chipotle for lunch, kind of late, so I'm still full. So I think I'm just gonna read and play on my phone for pretty much the rest of the night, which sounds nice. I am not sleeping well. I'm on like my 2nd week now of not being able to go to bed before midnight. I just can't get comfortable. I have all these anxiety thoughts and I'm just stressed out. So tonight I'm gonna get into bed at like 8 o'clock and just try to relax as much as possible. Put my phone on Bob's Burgers, lay down, and fingers crossed I fall asleep before at least like 11 so I get a good night's sleep. Yeah, I'm reading City of Bones this week. I do have a busy week next week though. I am flying out to Texas on Monday, next Monday. My dad's birthday is on Tuesday the 20th. It's a surprise. My brother and sister know. My sister lives in Hawaii, so it really doesn't matter. But I had to ask my brother what time my dad gets off. He said 6 and I will be there at like 2:30, which means I will get to the house before my dad gets off work. So I'm just gonna be in the living room when he gets home and not tell him that I'm showing up. So that should be fun. I'm going to work while I'm there. I do have that Friday off, which is nice. So I'm just gonna hang out. My boyfriend's not going. He's staying to watch the dog. I just want to spend time with my family, and it's going to be just a relaxed week. My boyfriend doesn't really like going on vacation or trips where we're not doing anything, and I really want to see my dad and my brother and my grandma, so I was like, fine, you stay, but I'm gonna go and just be fed and taken care of for a week, which is really nice. So I'm going to go to the living room now and keep reading, or start reading, and let's see how far into this I get. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I'm feeling better today because I think I managed to go to sleep before 11. I got in bed at like 8:30 and probably didn't properly go to sleep, or like try to, until about 9:30 or 10, which is fine. But I do think I was asleep by like 11, which is great for me because the last couple of weeks I've been falling asleep between like 12 and 2, which really sucks. I did do some reading yesterday, not as much as I was hoping to, but I just was feeling kind of blah. So I read 60 pages, so I got to the 100, I think I'm like on 102 pages. I don't know how far into the book that is. Let's update Goodreads and check. 21%. I'm hoping to just continue on reading. I do have to say, my Jason Clary are Jamie Campbell Bower and Lily Collins. I haven't really watched any of the TV series. I just was not very happy with a lot of the casting. The girl Cat who plays Clary in the TV series, I watched a couple episodes and I just did not like her acting at all. It was not great to me. I do really love Matt Daddario and oh, I don't know what her name is, but the girl who plays, it's like Esmeralda, or it's something that starts with an E. I do think them being cast as Alec and Isabella is better than who was cast in the movie. I do still love my original Simon, my original Magnus, all of that. But I'm going to, I think, give the TV show another try. I'm not 100% sure. I know once I finish this first book, I'm gonna watch the movie. I absolutely loved it. It was so good. And any excuse to go back and watch it. But I do think that I might give the TV show a chance just to see how it follows along with the books, and maybe if I can get past the main lead. I think her name is Kat. Get past her acting and see if she kind of gets into the character a little bit more. But I don't know. It's good so far. It's a quick read. I like flew through 60 pages and really hadn't even realized that I had read that much by the time that I stopped, so that's good. Fingers crossed we finish it in a couple of days. I don't know if I'm going to go directly on to City of Ash. Is that the second one? Or City of Glass. I don't know if I'm going to move directly onto that or like give myself some time and watch some, or like, and read something else. But we'll see. So I'm working today. I also work this Friday, which is not my favorite thing. It's super gloomy, so I've got my lights on because there's like no light coming out of this window in front of me. I'm wearing a sweater, which I am beyond excited about. I do like summer, but when it starts to get hot and I'm uncomfortable, that's not good for me. So I'm gonna get back to work and I will update you guys later. Hello, happy Wednesday. It's after 1 o'clock. It's been a busy day today. I went into the office to scan mail. And while I was there, I did listen to some of City of Bones. I think I just looked at the book to compare. I'm about 160 pages in. I'm really enjoying it. I do play the movie in my head as I'm reading, but it's really good. I like Mae Whitman as the narrator. I've mentioned that 100 times. She's just doing a really good job and I'm enjoying it. It's good so far. We've just gotten the spoiler alert, I guess, in case anybody hasn't read this series. But we've just gotten the revelation that Jocelyn is not Jocelyn Frey, she's Jocelyn Fairchild. She was married to Valentine. All of the like secrets about the circle and stuff are out and what they tried to do, and so Clary is kind of trying to come to terms with the fact that she doesn't know her mom. She doesn't even really know herself because she's a shadow hunter, or she should be. And some things are like making sense. Why her mother doesn't talk about her past, why they lived where they lived, just some different things. So I'm really liking it. Like I said, I think I'm about 160 pages in. I'm hoping to continue listening to the audiobook. Probably not while I'm working. I need to finish up reports and I just have a lot of stuff to do, so I can't give my full attention to the book. But definitely tonight I want to play some Animal Crossing. I need to restart my island, and it's like low-brained enough that I can listen to the book and play at the same time. So that's the plan. I guess that's all I have to update you on. It's another kind of like gloomy day. I think it's going to be a little gross all week, but I'm enjoying it because I think next week is supposed to be like 90 on a couple of the days, and that's not for me. I'll be in Texas and it'll be cooler, but I need to figure out something for this second bedroom because it does get really hot in the afternoon and the little fans that I use just aren't cutting it. So I need to think of something to keep me cool so I don't get all gross. So I'm gonna get back to work, but that's my update. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I will do some more reading tonight. Hello, happy Thursday. I didn't do any more reading outside of what I talked to you guys about yesterday. Actually, that's a lie. When I took Marcy, she's down here, to the dog park during my lunch, I did listen to, I think, like a chapter and a half of The Mortal Instrument, but we were only there, or The City of Bones, we were only there for like half an hour because there weren't a lot of dogs, and I think she's just an old girl now, and 30 minutes was enough for her. She just kept laying down, so I was like, okay, we're going then. Not really any thought updates. I don't like the way that Simon is kind of like a sniveling creep almost, like lusting after Isabel, but I know that that's not forever and that they do get together eventually, so I'm trying to keep that in mind. But I also got some book mail from Target. It is the book of the month for the Mooney Book Club. Ooh, this is not super thick, but we are reading the fifth season. We are reading the 5th season this month by N.K. Jemisin. It says every age comes to an end. I don't really know too much about this. The back says, this is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with the Great Red Rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murdered son and a missing daughter. It starts with betrayal, a long dormant moons rising up to fester. This is the stillness, a land familiar with catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon and where there is no mercy. That sounds really interesting. I have never had any interest in reading this. I've been seeing a lot of people reading it this year and in the last couple of months, so that has made me want to put it on my TBR a little bit more. So we'll see. I'm going to Texas next week, like I said. I am hoping that I finish City of Bones by then. I am hoping that I will have finished City of Bones by then and can just focus on this while I'm out there. It's almost 470 pages, so that's not too bad, but the font is a little bit smaller than normal YA. I don't actually know if this is YA or not, but I'm excited. So that's what I got today. I think I'm around 200 pages in the Mortal Instruments of like 450, so almost halfway there, making some progress. I do have to work tomorrow, so still not sure when I'm going to get to do like a big chunk of reading, but hopefully that's coming up soon. Hello, happy Saturday. I am in my PJs. I got new ones from Target. I have these in a pink, but these are shorts version, so it's been a PJs day pretty much. I did get dressed to go have lunch with my boyfriend and like go run some errands, but I'm back in my jammies. I'm just comfortable, and I just finished reading City of Bones. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I really didn't have any high hopes of it being like a 5 out of 5 stars. And I think, so I did not give it my full attention. I am just saying that. I did not. I did skim through like descriptions of places and stuff like that and just read the dialogue on a lot of it because I've already read the series, I've seen the movie, I've seen some of the TV show. I don't need all of that description. I could like see it in my head and formulate it enough. So it was fine. I still think it's a 3 out of 5 star. I feel like maybe I didn't give it my full attention or like what it needed, but I don't think that I am going to have the same reaction now at 25 that I did when I read it when I was 17. It's a good book. 3 is still a good rating. It was a good book. It just wasn't great. I think, you know, when I think back about the Infernal Devices, much better. The world, the setting, the like time period, the characters. This is her first book in this series. It's not going to be that great, but it does a good job of setting up the world of the Mortal but it does a good job of setting up the Shadowhunter world, and getting you ready for the rest of the story. So I finished, gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I'm going to be picking up the 5th season next. I'm gonna bring this with me onto the plane. I'm gonna bring another book, but I'm not sure what. I did buy Rule of Wolves. Let me get that. So when I was running errands earlier, I bought Rule of Wolves. It is absolutely beautiful. I think, yes. Look at how gorgeous that is. So beautiful. Considering bringing this with me, but it is quite a large book to travel with. It's looking like it's like 600 pages. Yeah, about. Plus I just feel guilty because there are so many other books on my TBR that I bought before. And maybe I should give those attention. So yeah, I'm very excited to be leaving to go spend some time with my dad and my brother and my grandma and just my family out there. I don't know if I'm gonna bring City of Glass that's next, if I'm gonna bring that with me or not, but done with City of Bones, back into the world of the Shadowhunters. I saw Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron at Barnes & Noble and I was like, oh, I want to read those too, but I want to wait until they come out in paperback so that they match the ones that I have. And it was good. It wasn't bad. It's definitely a little cheesy, the romance between like Jace and Clary, and I'm not a big fan of that. And now we know that they're siblings, or that Valentine is lying about them being siblings. But it was good. It was a good read. It was interesting to see some of the things that I had forgotten, really, about how like the book played out. So who knows? I might pick up City of Glass just to have something quick to get through in between reading the 5th season, because I don't know too much about this and I'm worried it might be a little bit too dense for what I'm wanting right now. So we'll see.